when we start talking about.
I just want to let the Christian women know I am single out here.
You don't go to a singles ministry.
And open-minded.
It's like a 30-1 odds.
Just try to change me immediately.
It's you and then that guy that play the keys.
He always single. Ain't the dude that play the keys?
Hey, I don't trust none of them musicians in the church.
None. Boy.
If they, all right, moving backwards. So you start talking about leadership and things like that as it pertains to it, and also independence. So one question is, I think people believe that at some point in time in our history, all men were leaders. Mm-hmm. And so now everybody wants I think it was Hill Harper who said 90% of women want 10% of men, and 90% of men want 10% of women. Mm-hmm. I think it feels like everybody wants this leader, and that leader has to look a certain way. I usually identify somebody like 50 Cent. People love this corporate thug image, somebody that can handle you, but that makes a lot of money, is in this business space. And I try to tell people, everybody, I don't care what generation you go to, there was no influx where all of these men were leaders. Mm-hmm. These men sometimes look towards other men, but they would go home and give their money to these women because they would do right by the household at times. So do you think that people need to start making more concessions and be more realistic, which is also one of the questions?
Yeah, I was about to say, I got my GED, so you got to slow down.
Do you think we have realistic expectations, both men and women, of like our counterparts?
I think there are a lot of unrealistic expectations, but I also think a lot of people are selling themselves short and not living to their true potential. So my thing is, all right, okay, here's a perfect example. So, the whole talk about alpha man, all right? And and if you look at the definition of alpha man, everyone can't be an alpha because the alpha is the pack leader. Right. Mm-hmm. So, all right, so you're not just going to have 10 alpha men in the group. It might be 10 men who are capable of being alpha, but there's that one who is the true alpha of the group, right?
They ain't never watched Spartacus.
So the idea of every man being alpha is like unrealistic, but in my vision, every man can be masculine though. Mm-hmm. And so to me, it's like, okay, yes, every man's not wired to be a boss. Every man's not wired to lead corporations or a group of men. But I do think every man, if he taps into his true potential, can lead a household. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's that would be a fair requirement of the man. But if you're looking for him to have that extra, so I had a video where I was telling women like, never marry a complacent man. Mm-hmm. And not in the sense that there's anything wrong with a man being complacent. In the sense of, if you're marrying him hoping he'll be more than what he is, and he's content where he is, it's a setup for failure. Right. You're going to be trying to drag him past a line that he never cared to go past. Yep. You see what I'm saying? So you either got to be happy with whatever his vision of success is, or move on to the next. So do I think that some women do need to recalibrate the perception? Because like, I know I'm kind of jumping around right now, but for example,
this is what we do.
I hate when I hear people say, $100,000 ain't that much money.
But talk about it, bud. Please.
And they minimize six figures now as it's some easy common thing when it's only 10% max of the population.
I don't know what you talking about, because these women date only men that make that amount, and apparently they only date the faithful men that make that amount. Right. So every 90% of these women getting that 10%.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yo. So to how we tie this all in, it's like, it's okay. There's nothing wrong with saying I expect the man to be financially stable. Yeah. But then to say he needs to make six figures or more, this is where we're starting to get into unrealistic expectations. Especially, and I don't want this to sound bad, you do have to be honest with yourself about, as a man or woman, about what you qualify for.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all don't qualify for that. That 10%, man, that's not in your ballpark right now. Facts. Now, my thing is this. I'm never going to tell somebody to settle. Right. If you are hell-bent on getting that $100,000 man, then you need to step up to the plate and do what you got to do as a woman to be of that quality. Same way, if you're that man that wants that 10% woman, you got to step it up.
Facts.
And if you're not willing to step it up, then just be okay with what you can get.